Thank you, ma'am, for accepting Voices of Common People interacting with me, Rami. And it's my pleasure today interview with Nishmita, ma'am, who is not only lawyer but also a philosopher and a motivator and a good dancer. And Nishmita is renowned for her multi-talent and straightforward approach and always actively participated in various activities. Thank you, ma'am, for joining us, Voices of Common People. And I believe your insights will be valuable and inspiring our audience. So to begin with, like a very simple and straightforward question to you, ma'am. And nowadays, people don't believe about law. So, if we want to believe law, so what kind of things we want to do in the present society?
See, when it comes to the believing of law, it should be come from the within of our heart. What I feel, because law is something that everyone is bounded by it, and the implementation of law is mainly meant for the people only for their own benefits, for their better societal benefits. The law is made for that only. And when it comes for the relevance of the law, there are so many things due to which the implementation of law is somehow is deviated because of the some influence by the people. It can be the falsification of the cases. It can be the misuse of the cases. It can be just taking granted of the cases. So there are so many things which the now the belief in law. It's somehow the we cannot say that we are not believing. We are believing in the law.
Yes. Okay. And
Some
yeah, ma'am. My second question is, as you practicing lawyer, how do you personally define the concept of law?
See, if I share my own experience, I have been working for 4 years into the courtroom, especially in the Jharkhand High Court, the main branch I was working under it, and I was a criminal lawyer. Mainly, I was handling the criminal cases. And while I was practicing, the concept of law was somehow we think that it is mainly on the theoretical perspective. What
Correct.
we read, what we write, what
Mm,
we study in our law school days, it's
mm,
somehow the same. But when
okay.
it comes to practicality of the law, it is not same because
Okay.
there are so many dimensions. Every courtroom has different policies, every rules. We have to bound by that, and
Mhm.
there's something that favorism comes, the nepotism comes. We have
Correct.
to think of that also. So there are so many lawyers who don't talk about the nepotism and don't talk about the favorism, but still it is happening, and we as a lawyer we are taking granted as a law. As we talk about the believing in law, we are
Mm,
also taking the granted of the law because we are bounded, but still we are not maintaining those things. So
correct.
this is the
And
main reason.
in today, people are more for legal rights, often consulting lawyer, even minor issues. Do you think it is beneficial? Could it potentially lead to over reliance on legal counsel?
See, when it comes about the legal right, it doesn't go with the minor or the major people. Minor
Mm,
also are human beings, but there is a difference that minor are dependent upon the guardianship and the custodial from the parents. But when it comes to the major, their legal rights fetch up after once they have crosses the 18 age. So when we talk about the legality of the legal rights of the individual, it doesn't differentiate between the minor and the major.
yeah.
And secondly, the question relates to the benefits. Yes,
Mhm.
there is a benefit of the legal rights, but
Mm,
somehow due to the not fetching up the legal age of taking the rights into their own hands, they are somehow depending upon the parents, guardianship, and custody, and they are they are distracted by the from the rights. They are, and secondly, in Indian prospect, I will once say in my whole experience of my 6 years of my career, I'm telling you, in India, there are lack of legal rights. There people don't know about their legal rights. What are their individual legal rights? It whether it's a minor, whether it's a major, whether it's a elderly people, whether it's any person, they don't know about their legal rights. And if I talk about as a lawyer, there are many lawyers who also don't know about their legal rights. But we are reading constitution. We are very much optimized with the fundamental duties and the fundamental individual rights. But still, there are many people they don't know about their rights, and the awareness is very lacking in the Indian society,
yeah.
which I say.
Yeah. Finally, ma'am, what inspired you in your legal practice? Who has you cultivate you fearless and principalated attitude, how do you maintain the commitment to the society and the justice?
Okay, so it's a very long question and it's a very difficult one. See, firstly, as you told me that being a multi-talented personality, um,
Correct.
my area was not never switched into the law. My area was always into becoming a dancer, becoming into the stage performers and all. I was into that, but there are some things which needs to be developed in the society. And I still remember when I was into the matriculation and when I was giving the 12th examination of the last date. On the last date of my examination, uh, it just got clicked by seeing a beggar in front of the society. There he was sitting, and there were two children sitting together. At
Hmm.
that point, I thought of taking a law as my technical career, and that was the moment that it struck in my mind that it should be developed. There
Yeah,
should be the things that it should be developed in the society.
yeah,
So
yeah,
from that, it was
yeah.
the inspiration by seeing that beggar only
Oh,
to
that's
work on the law
yeah.
and to
That
take
was
up the law for the society.
yeah, that was really awesome, ma'am. You see my common people and outside, then that motivates you, and finally you did your goal and you practice the law, and that was really awesome and motivated for others also. Thank you, ma'am, for giving your time for us. Bye.
Thank you